Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I posted a video on my story about me becoming a homeowner, and I made it pretty like I didn't put much context into the story, but I like me in my head because I posted a video when I went to do a PDI for my condo unit, and people were like saying congratulations in the comments. So I already thought, okay, people already know I'm a homeowner. So like, what's the big deal? And I posted it on my story, not for people to see it, but more for people to ask how I did it so that they can see that it's also possible for them to do it as well. So that was my goal for posting that. I wanted to start a conversation. I wanted people to ask. I wanted people to want to know more. But most people will not ask. So what happened was everybody was just saying congratulations. So this whole time people were just saying congratulations. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Like this is huge. I'm just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. But like I promise you over 50 people responded to my story saying congratulations. And it was great, but I didn't want to just say thank you. I wanted to continue the conversation, and I wanted to like turn it back to them and ask them like, okay, like do you also have the same goal, and or if not, what are your real estate goals if you have any? So I responded to everybody, and I said that unless I already knew like what their story was, if I didn't know what their story was, I asked. So 99% of the people that I responded to, I asked that question. Or I asked, let me just go to one person. 99% of people who responded and I did not know their story, I responded back and I said, this has been such an exciting milestone for me. If buying your own property is something you've been thinking about, I'd love to hear about your goals and plans. Let me know if you've ever thought about home ownership or if there's any way I can help or encourage you to get started. So that was me. I'm like, okay, Gloria, this is like a smart idea. Like, way to go, way to go. And so I wanted to continue that conversation. And sometimes most people did respond and they told me what their goal was. Other people would say, oh, I already own a home. I'm like, okay, I love it. I didn't know, but I love it. And then other people would just like what I said or just say, okay, no worries, I'll let you know. So I got different responses, and that's what I wanted. I did get more responses of people that did tell me their goals and what they're looking to achieve. So most people that responded saying, yeah, I'm looking to do the same thing. I want to become a homeowner as well. And some of those conversations became phone conversations, and then it became like, okay, let me add you to my database and like keep you updated, etc. So all in all, I'm trying to say that I have grown. And I'm loving that for myself. And I'm also trying to say that what posting, so today we're talking about posting and what posting on social media did for my life. So 3 things happened when I started posting. I gained a lot of confidence. It's still a work in progress, but I'm definitely way confident posting about things on my social media than I was last year, the year before, etc. My relationship built with people on social media and in person, and my mindset changed. So we're going to break it down and talk about it, but not for too long. So when I say my confidence boosted, what I mean is that the more I posted, the more I found that people actually liked what I was posting, whether it was like my photo dumps on my story or on my actual feed, whether it was interior designs or me going to showings, whether it was my personality, my outfit, real estate, however I was able to bring all those things together. People were actually liking my story, commenting, and like giving their feedback, and the feedback helped me like continue the conversation with them or kind of know who they were as a person. Because one thing about me, I understand Instagram can be very fake, and so it's hard to build a community because the people you already have in your followings are people like you kind of grew up with. And those people are just become like viewers. Like no one's really talking to anybody anymore. We're all just viewing each other's lives, which is, I guess, fine. Like I'm nosy as well, so I'm going to view your life. But I also want to know you a little bit more. Like, what have you been up to since I've last seen you, since we've last spoken, etc. So posting more kind of helped me do that. The more I saw other people do it as well, the more I wanted to do for myself. So the second thing was relationship was built. So posting more also helped me build relationships with people on my Instagram. So let's say I met you for the first time at an event. I got your Instagram. I'm kind of the shy one, so like you you would be the one that would start commenting on my story or the picture I posted on my feed. And then that became like a relationship because we start finding out we have the same interests, the same likes. And it's like, okay, you my girl. Yeah. We besties. Okay. And then, it also helped me, what's it called? Sorry. Help me build relationships with people on my Instagram that I don't normally talk to, and also reconnect with people that I had relationships in the past, whether in person or on social media. So I did those two things. And sometimes I overthink. Like, I'm a big overthinker. I've gotten a bit better and I've learned to just do things even though I overthink, like through the overthinking. But one thing that I used to do is like I overthink, I overanalyze, and I wondered too much about what people are gonna say. So then it ends up making me not want to post, or like thinking so much that I just ruin it for myself. So the more I was able to build relationships with people, like when people that I don't normally talk to like my story or comment on my story, it makes me feel good. It's like, oh my gosh, you're watching. Like, how have you been? Like, and now I want to start a conversation with you and know how you're doing. And then it becomes a thing of me doing it back to you. And then we're building a relationship, an online relationship. And social media is the new communication. So if we can't really communicate online, then how are you going to communicate to me in person? And everybody's like super busy nowadays. So even though I see you once at an event, I don't know when I'm going to see you the next time. So that's why we exchange contacts, we exchange social media, and we stay connected through that way and continue the conversation and not let it die in person. And then the last thing it did was mindset change. So my mindset really shifted with social media. I've always loved social media, but I've always hated what it did to me. Growing up, when I always remember scrolling on Instagram and just comparing my life to other people, and it just ruined my self-esteem and made me feel less than. It made me feel like I wasn't as important or as good or as worthy as these other people because they're prettier, they have better quality, they have better angles, editing skills, whatever. All of that was entering my head. But one thing that I really love since I've gotten into the real estate industry is like, I promise you, the immersion program like changed my entire life, like my mindset. Basically, the immersion program at Royal Pitch Signature Realty, my brokerage, they're probably the main reason why I posted more than I wanted to myself my first year of real estate. Like, I didn't think I was going to post as much. And prior to getting my license, I never really posted like that. Like I said, like I had a sabotaging mindset. So I would say, okay, like video is not good enough, don't post it. And like I had videos. I remember this one video was like sat in my draft for months just because I felt like it wasn't good enough. So I ended up deleting it months later. But ever since I joined the immersion program after getting my real estate license, they really taught us, trained us, and helped us get past the mindset of overthinking. So one thing that I really love, I have the notebook, but not with me right now. The first page said, stop overthinking. And that picture like is literally ingrained in my mindset, or ingrained in my mind, and was ingrained in my mind throughout the entire immersion program. And one thing I remembered was whenever I overthought, I remembered that picture, stop overthinking, and I just did it anyways. I stopped overthinking and I did it. Because the important thing to do is, even though you are overthinking, just do it anyways. So one thing I worry about is like things looking perfect, things looking nice and aesthetically pleasing. But I could not worry about that because one thing I realized that the immersion program taught us is that people are more worried about what you say than how you look, than how your video looks. Like, yeah, they'll say, okay, yeah, like this is not the best quality, or this is not as high tech. But if you're giving them value, they're going to remember what you said over whatever is in the video. They're going to forget about what is in the video. But if you say something valuable to them, they're going to replay it 2-3 times and say, okay, I remembered this, or I learned this from you. And then they're going to keep wanting to watch your videos more and more to learn more from you. So I got rid of that mindset. I stopped overthinking, I stopped overanalyzing, and every video I made, I try to just post it, even though there was maybe a little bit of ums and ahs. I would always make sure to post as much as I could. So my first year of real estate, I focused on not overthinking, not overanalyzing, and just doing it. And the more I did it, the more people saw me, the more people like kept me at the top of their mind, the more referrals I got, the more connections I made. And it was like a beautiful year. Like thinking back at it now, like it was a great year in terms of like how I started. Because most people start and they don't do what the minority agents do. And that's another thing why I did it. Most agents are not making videos. Most agents are not going to be top of mind because they're not, getting in front of a camera and doing the things that they know they need to do, which is educate people about the market, because most people don't know what to do. Most people don't know what pre-construction is or what is the best option for them. But when they see you and they talk to you and they hear a video, they're going to want to reach out to you, ask you more questions, find out more, etc. And then it becomes a relationship, and then it leads to a deal. And boom, you have cracked the code. This goes for every business, every person as well. Like the more you're getting in front of a camera, the more, because people react better to visual. Like you see me, I see you. Yeah, you're reacting pretty good to this, right? Yeah, because you see me, I see you. So the more people see me, the more they know me, the more they hear me, the more they hopefully, God willing, like me, the more they learn from me, the more they want to do a deal with me. But yeah, those are the three things that changed ever since I started posting on social media. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for the next one, and let's keep building. Bye for now. Mwah.